Hey guys, it's me, Erin. I'm back to share another CPA exam mistake that I see candidates making all the time that really gets in the way of them experiencing success on the CPA exam. Now, a lot of my clients come to me to work with me one-on-one after they've attempted a number of exams and have failed one or more exams in the past. So we have a pretty good sense of what works for them and what doesn't work for them. But one of the most common conclusions that we come to after they've experienced a failure is that they either didn't have a plan in place at all for how to effectively prepare for and take a CPA exam, or they were operating under somebody else's plan. So this mistake is tied to mistake number 2 that I shared with you recently. And if you haven't seen that, make sure to go back and check it out. But in mistake number 2, we talked about getting too much advice, either solicited by you or unsolicited from your friends and your coworkers. So one issue is having too much advice and not knowing what to do with it. And then the other problem, mistake number 3, is choosing the wrong advice to follow. Or when you get confused and aren't sure what plan to take, you simply don't use a plan, right? We say, well, I don't know what to do, forget it. I guess I just wing it, right? I'm just going to try whatever and see what sticks. So the mistake is not having a plan in place at all, not having a clearly defined approach, or using a plan that, say, was your best friend's plan and that worked for them, but that is not working for you. So what should you do instead? I absolutely recommend having a plan. So think about what worked for you in the past in terms of studying and information retention. That's obviously really critical when it comes to the technical material on the exam. So you have to know it, you have to be able to apply it, and you have to remember it for the exam itself. Now we also have to think about what your learning style is and choose wisely both your study materials and the approach that you take. So if your study materials are provided to you from work, you may not have a choice between different providers. You may be sort of gifted one, right? And then that's the one that you use. That's fine. But even within that, you can choose how you approach the material based on how you learn best. So if you're a visual learner, you might choose to focus more on reading through the material. You may find that even though it's a bit more time consuming, it is more effective for you and you comprehend and retain the information a lot better that way than through a lecture. For others, it might be opposite. Maybe they don't have a good track record of being able to focus through reading the material, or it slows them down too much and they do just fine watching the lecture. Maybe they prefer to be able to also hear the information. They're more auditory learners. And then for others, it's really about learning while they do it. So they may benefit from lots of multiple choice questions, lots of practice with the MCQs and the simulations also. So know what your biggest benefit, know where that benefit is going to come from, whether it's reading or lectures or questions, and find a good mix that's going to work for you. Also consider what time of day you're studying, when are you most focused and able to learn most effectively, and what's going on in your schedule, right? When does your day allow for uninterrupted study time? Consider those things when you're developing your plan, and you're going to avoid one of the top 5 mistakes that I see candidates making over and over again. Stay tuned for more in the coming weeks. What's going on, everybody? If you liked that video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like that. We'll be sharing lots of tips and tricks designed to help you crush it on exam day.